You ever had the experience where you're in a situation and all of a sudden you start feeling an emotion or a sensation in your body and you don't know whether it's yours or whether it's someone else's? Hi, I'm Erin-Ashley, and this is an episode of Psychic Sunday. And today we're going to talk about whose energy is it? All right, so many sensitive people will pick up on other people's emotions, body sensation, and sometimes even their thought patterns. And whenever you're an empath with it, which is a specific type of energy sensitive person, it's very difficult to tell the difference between your energy and someone else's. So today we're going to talk about how to do exactly that. And this is a problem if you don't know whether it's your energy or someone else's, because it's going to leave you confused and you're also going to be disconnected from yourself. All right, so why does this happen? Why is it that you experience someone else's energy as though it's your own? First of all, it's about psychic sending and psychic receiving. All of us both send and receive at the exact same time all the time. We can't help but do that. It's how the universe works. You're sending vibrations and you're receiving vibrations constantly. When you're consciously in a psychic sending state, you are strong at consciously sending these vibrations. So you do it on purpose, right? Or you're at least an active participant. What you're thinking goes out very strongly. If you're a psychic receiver, then when you're in a psychic receiving state, you're good at psychically or consciously receiving vibrations of others. And everyone always does both. I already said this, but it's crucial that you understand that it's not an either or thing. You are going to be able to do one a lot easier than the other. So you'll be able to tap into a psychic receiving state a lot easier than a psychic sending state if you are an empath, for instance. And also it's important to note that most professional intuitives and professional psychics are very good at psychic receiving. That's what we get paid to do. And so a lot of us will have the problem where it's like, oh my goodness, now we're getting a whole bunch of stuff and we don't know whether it's ours or someone else's. And if you are in a room and you're picking up everybody's energy and it feels overwhelming and you don't know what to do, that just means that you're very, very good at receiving psychic information. And here are the 4 steps to know whose energy you're experiencing and how to deal with it. Step 1 is connect with your soul center. And this is going to tell you whether it's your energy or not. Step 2 is connecting with the culprit, or whatever is giving you the vibrations, whatever you're receiving. And we'll talk about how to do that in more detail in a few minutes. Then you want to tune into the appropriate action. And step 4, you need to let it flow and let it go. Step 1, connect with your soul center. So your soul center is often called the heart center, and it's located right behind the sternum. It's not quite the solar plexus, it's an inch or two above that. And what this connects you directly to your deepest truth, your inner knowing. And you want to focus on this because that's going to let you know whether it's your energy that you're experiencing or someone else's. So once you focus on that part of your body and you're really focusing on that part of who you are, if the feelings and sensations lessen or dissipate, then you know that it is someone else's energy that is in your system. And you know this because when you focus on you, the energy goes away. And if you're focusing on the soul center and the feelings or sensations intensify, it is your energy that you are experiencing because it's coming from you. Whenever you tune into yourself, it gets louder because it's really from you. Step 2, connect with the culprit. Now, for step 2, I'm assuming that you've discovered that it's someone else's energy. And if it is someone else's energy, you can do this to figure out whose it is. All right. So you want to focus on the suspected source. And if the intensity increases, bingo, you got it, you're good. So if you are experiencing anger and you check in and you aren't angry, but you have the emotion of anger in your body, and then you focus on your coworker Mary, and all of a sudden the anger just goes right out the park, that's how you know that it's Mary's anger that you're experiencing. Now, this is a very important note. You must be emotionally clear with the person. So if you are upset with Mary because she stole your favorite pen or she's rude to you or whatever, then this isn't going to work. You have to clean up that emotional mess before you can actually go and see whether it is their emotion or not, okay? Otherwise, it's just going to get loud and it's going to be cluttered. So you're not going to get clarity here. So it's very important, especially if you're an energy sensitive person or an empath, to regularly clear out the emotions and be clear and at peace with everyone in your life. Otherwise, it's really hard to tell whose emotions you're experiencing. Step 3, tune into the appropriate action. All right, so here's a really big and important warning. Just because you pick up on someone else's emotions does not mean that you are supposed to take action or you are supposed to help them. The universe works so that we're all psychic senders and we're all psychic receivers. Sometimes you're just tapped into a specific wavelength, and that's all there is to it. So just because you're experiencing Mary's anger does not mean that you're supposed to actually go and do anything about it. This is something that is crucial to understand so that you are taking the appropriate action. And also, you should never be pressing your help onto anyone without their permission. So if you offer help and they say no, let them say no. Do not push. Okay, so here are some questions to ask. You experience the anger, and is it reminding you of something that you went through? Is there a lesson for you? Sometimes it will keep coming up because there's an unresolved issue in your life. So if you keep noticing that you're really good at picking up other people's anger, you want to take note of that, and you want to start working with the unresolved issues and people and circumstances that anger you in your own life, so that you can actually be free of that anger and it'll stop popping up quite so much. Next, you have to go back to your soul center and ask if you are called to help or assist this person. And get your ego out of the way here. Don't expect to need to help everybody. If your answer is always yes, I can guarantee you that your ego is on blast, okay? You're not here to help everyone in the universe. You're here to help those who you are here to help. End of story. No more, no less. So there are going to be people that are experiencing pain that you are not called to help, and that's okay. Next, if you tune in and you know that you are called to help this person, ask what actions you are called to take. And then, of course, take the appropriate action. So once you get clarity on what you can do or what you're supposed to do, go ahead and follow through. If it's just supposed to be a few words of encouragement, just offer that. If it's a story that you're supposed to share, share it. It can be small, it can be big, don't worry about it. Just do what you feel called to do. Step 4. This is the most important step to reclaiming your peace after you experience someone else's energy. It is let it flow and let it go. So this is the most important because you need to practice non-judgment. A lot of times when you're experiencing someone else's energy, it's not a fun emotion that you're experiencing. It's something like anger. And whenever you're experiencing the anger, a lot of us, myself included, have the reaction to try to push it away, to try to suppress it, to try to redirect it, to eat a cookie. Anything to get our minds and our energy and our attention away from the anger. Instead, you really want to just notice that it's there, accept it as it is, and not judge it as right or wrong. The more you're able to experience the waves of energy without engaging with them, the more at peace you will feel, the happier you will feel, and it will be easier for you to be around other people, be in public, and also to get clear again once you've had someone else's energy inside your field. And an ending note, this is not a substitute for protection. But once you're already experiencing someone else's energy, you do want to let it flow and to let it go. This is how you get your energy clear again so you can re-protect yourself and reground yourself and get back to only experiencing your energy. Thank you so much for watching. This has been another episode of Psychic Sunday. I'm Erin-Ashley. Please visit Erin-Ashley-Coaching.com to get on the list if you're not already on it. That way you can get this in your inbox once a week, every week. Have a lovely day.